A few breaking news stories to talk about today. Of course, it's Saturday, the 30th of August, 2025. And yesterday, if you remember the video that I put up, there was an Irish protester who got punched in the face for basically resisting arrest and, assaulting police and also calling the police Nazis in Germany, which of course, really burns the Germans deep, guys. That is not a good thing to be calling the German police in Germany. Okay, very, very close to the bone. But this post here I have today is an update. It's absolutely crazy. This is what I mean, and this is what Elon Musk means when he talks about the woke mind virus being infectious and how it can just infect everybody, So this is by Peter Paul Guy on X. Shout out to him, big shout out to him. But this is her Instagram here. It says, "Look at Kitty O'Brien," that's the name of the woman that got punched in the face, "before and after she became a left-wing lunatic roaring Nazi at German police. The madness of Marxism." And this is what I've been talking about for the last 2 years on my YouTube channel. This Marxist woke mind virus. Okay, it's terrible for the mind. Here you can see a woman on the left, a beautiful Irish woman. Okay, nice long hair, red lipstick, red dress. I mean, just a beautiful woman, okay? Looking like, any man would want her, and anyone would want her, man or woman, okay? Who knows? But then you see on the right, unfortunately, when this woke mind virus kicks in, and like I said, it's infectious. You don't know, it might attack you. When you go to university, you start learning about Marxism, communism, you start thinking life is unfair. Maybe you grew up with a privileged background. I did not. Okay, these people grew up with a very upper middle class or upper class background most of the time, let's be honest. And then she turns into this woke, radical, just strange looking individual. They're wearing Doc Martens, they're wearing the rolled up jeans, they have the jean jacket on with the scarf, guys, the Hamas scarf, which we do not support, Al-Qaeda fractions, okay? And of course she has now no beautiful long hair, she has the hair cut short, and she's gained a lot of weight, and this is a rebellion against the system. These people that dress like this and look like this on the right, this is a rebellion against the system, for those who don't know. I'm trying to kind of educate people because a lot of people don't know about this, that are, maybe older, or they don't understand if they're younger. And a lot of the youth watch my videos. I hear a lot of people telling me, "Chris, my kid watches your videos, like 12, 13-year-olds, so I'm trying to be informative." Okay, do not let yourself fall victim to this. If you're going to secondary school, if you're going to college, don't let yourself fall victim to this, because it can very easily happen, guys. You get warped, your brain gets warped by this, weird ideology, and that's what it is, guys. They're trying to push a narrative on the populace of the people, this globalist Marxist agenda that they're driven. And, it's terribly sad, terribly, terribly sad, guys. I mean, this woman here basically, on the right as well, she's ashamed of herself, and you guys can tell, if you don't take care of yourself, you're unhappy with yourself. If you're very overweight, if you're very aggressive towards people, you're unhappy, guys. Angry people are unhappy people. Angry people are depressed people. This is another thing people don't understand, and if you see someone who's, perpetually angry, they're shouting Nazi at the police, they're attacking everybody. This is an outward projection of their own insecurity and their own problems, and it's good to want to look good. It's good to want to dress well, smell good, have your hair nice, wear nice fitting clothes, be in shape, go hit the gym. These, in my opinion, are acts of rebellion, because now food is so readily available. Pizza, Domino's, we have all this Taco Bell's coming to Ireland, and Wendy's. We have all these American fast food, of course, McDonald's, Five Guys. We have all this food readily available to us. So the status quo is to be overweight and not push yourself, not have lots of money by working hard every day. Whereas the rebellion, in my opinion, isn't this woman here on the right. The rebellion would be to work hard, get in shape, and be the best possible version of yourself, guys. That's the key right there, okay? The big key. So that news story, is very, very sad in my opinion, guys. It's sad to see a girl, beautiful young woman, turn from something that, people admire, and young women would admire her. When you're in shape, when you're working hard, young people look at you and they admire you. When you go to the gym, it's a selfless act, guys. You're showing people, here's how to get better, here's how to be healthy, here's how to eat good, here's how to get in shape, here's how to make lots of money. This is what people admire in the world, not these crazy people that are going to these rallies and going crazy. Do not admire that. Their mind is completely warped. But of course, we have another breaking news story. Don't be alarmed, guys, but of course, be aware that Benjamin Petre, the Roma gypsy, is back on the loose again. Okay, this guy is back on the flipping prowl. Okay, it says here from Terry K on X, it says, breaking, share this for awareness. The homeless Roma migrant Benjamin Petre, who created social media videos threatening to slice up babies, is staying in Dunleer, Louth. Okay, so anyone in Dunleer, Louth, hide your kids, lock your doors. Okay, I mean it, guys. Okay, be aware, be paranoid. Okay, this guy is on the loose. This individual was given bail days ago after he poured boiling kettle water on his cellmate and assaulted him with a kettle. Absolute crackpot. So not only is he threatening the entire populace of Ireland, he's also assaulting and going crazy at his cellmates in prison. This guy's actually so bad, they want to get him out of prison. I mean, how bad can you be, guys? He's so crazy that they have to kick him out of prison. Okay, I mean, that is saying something. Okay, this guy should be deported, straight away. If I was in control, this guy would be on the first flight home. Okay, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, right? One of those kind of things. It says here, the Irish judicial believe he is safe enough to roam Irish streets. And here we have pictures of him here, walking down the road. He has like a Super Value bag or a Dunnes Stores bag. And he's just roaming around the place looking for his next victim. I don't know. Nobody knows what this crackpot is doing. And he went to jail, of course, and the Irish travellers, the beautiful Irish travellers of Ireland, they beat the hell out of him, guys, because he was threatening people. It's illegal to do that, guys. It is against the law to threaten people, say you're going to kill them, say you're going to slice them up, like he said. But in reality, this guy has severe mental health issues. And if anybody knows the sort of Roma gypsy populace, that's kind of how a lot of these people are, guys, unfortunately. That's the kind of crackpots that we've let into Irish society now. Ireland 2025. It's sad. The next news story we have, again, is from Terry K. Shout out to Terry K. He's great. He shares a lot of the great news stories. And it says here, Ray Cook Lettings continues to confirm for all of us conspiracy theorists what's happening. And of course, I'm a conspiracy expert because all of my conspiracies come true. Okay, and we know that the Irish populace is getting lowered. People are emigrating to different countries. It's very hard to get ahead. And obviously people from South Asia are flooding in. People from Albania, Bulgarian gypsies are flooding in as well. And it's like, here we have a post from Ray Cook's Lettings. One post, you have an Irish couple. Okay, they got a brand new house. They're happy. Loving couple, beautiful Irish couple right there. And then the other 4 posts, you have South Asians, Pakistani or Indian. And like I said, this is organized, guys. This is probably done on purpose. Who knows? I don't know if it's done on purpose. People call me conspiracy theory, but it's definitely not to help the Irish people, guys. Obviously, one Irish lad is getting a house, which is very hard to get. I don't own property. Nobody that I know owns property in Ireland. Nobody. I don't know a single person. And I have quite a few colleagues and friends and this kind of thing. I don't know a single person, guys. I think maybe my friend was saving up, getting a loan to own a property, or maybe his girlfriend owns a property, but I don't know a single guy that owns a property in this country, guys. Okay, it's absolutely scandalous. This is done on purpose to demoralize and discredit the Irish people, okay, once again. And, it's evil. And it's absolutely crazy to see that basically all the houses in the country, this massive housing crisis that we have, this escalating housing crisis, is not getting better. Matter of fact, it's getting worse. And all the houses are given to South Asians and Algerians and Albanians, plain and simple. So it's going to get worse before it gets better, unless hopefully we vote in a new government, like I always suggest. Okay, we can do things peacefully here, and I always recommend that. I love you all. If you want to support me hearing the real news and not the constructed mainstream news, because the mainstream news is dead, hit the join link underneath the video. Become a member for just €3 per month. We have 22 members. We're getting new members every single day, so I really appreciate that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.